And be mad at Giggity, he was there. He was the hockey player back then. He was the one sliding around on the ice with the stick, man. He was Gretzky back then, man. So it's like y'all. I might have popped C Murder. Terrance Gangsta Williams, like I might have got on C Murder if he was in the field. So I would know. I was sliding through there. I was wiggling. I was slithering through the Calio. I know who was out there and who wasn't. I mean, it's good that he, because that's always the rumor. Everybody, I'm from Richmond where Master P first came. Even people from Richmond used to kind of say that a little bit too. Like, and C Murder used to always kind of have that look like he was mad all the time and had that like, I'm tough and don't mess with me. I always felt like people that do all that stuff be kind of like don't want nobody to mess with them so they don't have to show out. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people really be like that, but some people be using that as a facade. I'll tell y'all a story at the end of this about how this dude tried to do all that with me, and I called him out, found out he was faking, I found out he was pump faking. But yeah, he was there. He was there, bro. And I always hear that rumor like, yeah, Master P and them wasn't with it, Silk and them wasn't with it, but C Murder, he was the one. He was the one. And their brother that got, now I say his brother, the one that passed away, he might have been the one, but I've heard that rumor a lot too. Yeah, C Murder, out of all of them, C was the one. Then C Murder was, I remember this DVD back in the day, back when DVDs first started getting big, this crazy DVD that got me kind of linked, that kind of had me start looking at NO in the beginning, because I was like, okay, this shit like Cali. I was looking at it like, okay, this like Richmond, this like this. Everybody that talked on the DVD right after they got through talking, it was like RIP. This person have a conversation, RIP, right after. And then I'm like, this remind me of back home. But C Murder was on there walking through the projects. He had built a apartment complex in the projects. I always felt like that was kind of reaching. So now that Giggity telling me this story, I kind of feel like I might have been on to something, because that's kind of reaching, bro. It ain't that serious. I know you want to prove you from the hood, but for you to renovate and build some apartments inside the project, like that's you're doing too much, bro. You want to be real too bad, bro. It's not that serious. To me, that's just how I felt about it. But yeah, I mean, if anybody would know, Giggity would know. He was the one sliding, like he said, his partners, the dudes that he had around him, I was funking with them. So yeah, but I'm not trying to bust his bubble, but like I really was there, bro. You can't make me feel like I'm tripping. If anybody would know, I would know. I was funking with them. I was beefing with the Calio. I know. You know what I'm saying? So nah, it's not no hating. What Turk say? It's not hating when you telling the truth. And then like I say, just being from New Orleans, on C Murder's behalf, you ain't gotta be a stepper or a killer to be from the hood and to be solidified from your hood. Like look, I was known, I was popular, and ain't never did nothing. Even if I did, I wouldn't be on here talking about it, because I would have really did it. So what's the point of me, Like one gangster told me, I say, man, why you don't be talking about all that wild shit, man? Why you don't be making me? Because I really be doing this, bro. Like, man, I really be sliding and bouncing out on niggas, bro. I don't want to go to jail for what I be doing. But yeah, I'm glad and that's gonna help his case. See, that's what people don't know. Him saying that about C Murder, that's gonna help his case with the court if they go back and look at that, and look at Terrance Gangsta Williams say that, And it's kind of weird that Terrance Gangsta Williams cooperated and told on dead people. You know what I'm saying? And he out, and C Murder supposedly didn't do nothing. He's still in. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, man, I was there. I was funking. I was one of the people C Murder would have had to go at. Considering the crew that he was running with, I was one of the ops C Murder would have had to go at. So I would know. He said, I'm not taking nothing from him. He was the man, he held it down. But as far as sliding and doing all that, he wasn't doing that. As much as we would love to think he was, there's people in the comments, yes, he was. I mean, if somebody would have been and told, as much as New Orleans telling their story, somebody would have had a story about C Murder. Soldier Slim had stories, BG had stories, Juvie had stories, Baby had stories, even P got some stories. I ain't never heard no. Only story I heard about C Murder is when that happened. And I know he rapped the hardest, and he got the mother niggas. That's true. Hey, like I say, I vouch for C Murder, because I tell you, you ain't got to be a shooter and be ready to throw your life away to prove something to some people that you're not even gonna know in 5 years. It's not even that. The reason why I outsmarted the streets, because I really was from the streets. I really grew up with the killers. I really grew up with the gangsters. They really came to me with the pistols. Like, do you want one? Do you want to do what we doing? I'm like, nah, I don't want one. They're like, you know what? But you grew up since, it's cool. Just stay out the way, stay safe. We're gonna keep you protected, bro. Keep popping your collar. Keep having the little, little females around. Keep dressing, keep dressing fly. Keep being you, bro. Like they might ask you again, you wanna go on this mission? Niggas are tripping. Man, I'm good. I might get into something. This is how you know I grew up around hitters. I might get into something. One of my niggas come, you want this? All you gotta do is run up on you and give it right back to me. I'm cool, bro. I'm good, bro. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of people get offered that trip or offered that pistol and take it. And their whole life to come back with a different look on their face. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, like, nah, it ain't nothing taken away from C Murder, bro, but people gotta stop putting the 2 on the 10. People gotta stop high side. Like, I didn't have any question. Cause see, I'm one of the people, I'm like this. I already know you ain't gotta be no gangster, no stomp down killer, no bloodthirsty dude to get my respect. And to even make me fear you. Like, I fear a man. A man is a man, bro. I once asked this one big old dude that used to be like a big giant, never mess with nobody, hella cool, but never mess with nobody. I said, bro, why you don't be doing your right around kind of messing with people and bothering people and stuff? He said, man, at the end of the day, we still men, bro. I'm not I might punk some dude that's 5'3", 130 pounds and then turn my back and he stab me in the neck with a pencil or something. Like, he's still a man. It's still gonna eat away at his conscience if I do something to him. So I'm not gonna put myself in there. I'm not gonna. But anyway, yeah, man. I'm with Giggity, man. And like Giggity said, I'm not taking nothing from him, bro. It's just I really was sliding, bro. I know the sliders. The killers know the killers. You see what I'm saying? It's different levels to the hood. You got the gamblers. You got the scammers. You know what I'm saying? You got the pimps. You got the sharp niggas that talk a lot of shit that just keep the game out there, keep the mouthpiece popping out there. Them niggas in the lines of Gilly and them, the niggas in the lines of like Charleston, just keep that mouthpiece out there. You got people that's known for dressing, and you got killers, and you got dope dealers. The killers and the dope dealers kind of intertwine with each other a little bit, And you got some fly niggas that's just fly, just known for being fly. Like that's this new music that make That's this new music that make it like you gotta be a step or a gangster to get any kind of respect, bro. Like, nah. You can just be a cool ass nigga. You gotta always stay safe though. You gotta always be careful. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. But I agree with Giggity. Y'all get off Giggity, man. Giggity just telling the truth, man. If anybody would know, Giggity would know, man.